Welcome to Main Street Living. I am Cheryl Nelson.
Hey guys, Happy New Year. I'm Quincy Carr.
And I'm Danielle Alvari.
So good to see you guys. Happy New Year once again. And I can't believe it's January. We're in 2022. This is the time of year we all start thinking and looking ahead, right? Maybe making those New Year's resolutions. Are there any goals that you guys have set for yourself so far?
I'm certainly not looking back, Cheryl. That's for sure. We are only looking forward in 2022.
That is always a good thing.
I think I girl boss too close to the sun. I overcommitted a little bit here because I think I set goals that are too hard for me because I'm already falling behind on one of them. I said I wanted to read 25 books this year, and it is 2 weeks into the year. And book one, it's coming along.
That's a lot of books. That's a lot of books. Maybe
just every 2 weeks.
Maybe you could lower it to maybe 15.
We'll do our best.
They say once you commit, you have to commit all the way. Don't that's a Kobe Bryant thing.
Okay,
never uncommit. So for me,
Quincy, I try to be perfect, but I end up being human.
There you go.
That's your tagline cue.
Yeah, so I'm gonna continue to be better, do better, and be better than I did the year before, the day before, and all that. And obviously, I'm changing hairstyles. I'm gonna try as many things as I can because I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this hair.
Yeah, that's good. I like it, Q. For me, I want to grow my business, Prepare with Share LLC. Check it out online. That's my main goal for the year. But guys, in the meantime, I also want to keep my car running. And if you're interested in buying a new car or maybe want to learn about car maintenance, we've got some tips for you coming up on today's show.
That's right. We're also learning about what NFTs are and checking out a local business making a huge impact in their community.
We'll also hear some spa specials from one of our favorite resorts. But first, what are your health goals for 2022? We have some great tips for you coming up right here on Main Street Living.
Welcome back to Main Street Living. Danielle, Quincy. New Year's Day often brings big hopes and resolutions of things we're going to do better and different in the coming year. And often those lofty goals center around getting healthy or losing weight or maybe eating better, right?
Yeah, but this January, doesn't it feel a little bit different? It kind of seems like we're being a little easier on ourselves and maybe just aren't up for a great big resolution this year that maybe we can't keep. So let's talk about all of that. Fitness instructor Angi Abercrombie is back with some tips for easing into better health this year. Please welcome back Angi to Main Street Living. Angi, thanks so much for making the time for us.
Hi, friends. So good to see you again. Happy New Year.
Likewise.
So Angi, I mean, it's the best time of year, especially if you're trying to get back in shape, but also because it's NFL playoffs right now. And I know that you're a big fan of this.
For you, baby.
Go Cowboys, right?
Big Texas. Dallas is all the buzz right now. So hopefully we can pull a win.
Yeah, I look at it like this. By the time this episode airs, either we'll be upset.
I was going to say, I don't know if we still have Cowboys to talk about, hopefully.
I hope so too. Speaking of new, let's talk about fitness and health and ways to avoid the burnout. I can tell you right now that small choices along the way add up. Little minor choices, it's the only way to avoid burnout. If you just gusto right away, like we said earlier, sometimes the gyms are empty in February.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know that a lot of people I know love to go to the gym. And so when January rolls around, they're like, oh, all the people are back in here now. Who are all these people?
Exactly.
So what kind of changes? Do we need to make huge changes, right? Or what kind of are those small adjustments you were talking about? What are some of those small ones?
Well, sometimes it's not even just about getting back in the gym. It can be about your nutrition, right? Mm-hmm. And just little adjustments in terms of, I'm a Texas girl. I like my Tex-Mex. And I know many people do. Just taking the chips out of the chips and salsa and doing corn tortillas. Again, it's a small adjustment. No dressing on the side, sauces on the side, just little bitty, small. Even water, for instance, okay? I know we get tired of drinking water, but if you can drink water and substitute that instead of the sugary orange juice or cranberry juice, just simple adjustments add up. And we all know this, after 4 weeks, it becomes a habit.
Well, that's what we hope. See, I keep going into this cycle, right? I'll start it, and then something will happen, and then someone will say, "Well, Quincy, abs are made in the kitchen," and I'm like, I don't want to work out in the kitchen, right? So I'm looking at everything else. So what about the exercise part? Because you were talking about the diet part.
Right. So exercise, not everybody is just completely into it, but I can tell you that even if you set small goals for yourself, just walk a block, walk 2 blocks, take the stairs. Maybe even if you're just in your house and you're still working from home, you just set a timer, use technology as your friend, set a timer, get up, work your stairs a couple of times. Just small adjustments really can add up. They can add to calorie deficit and heart conditioning.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's more than just about obviously our weight and things like that. We know that health, it goes hand in hand with wellness. Both are so important. Do you have suggestions for simple ways to just improve our overall well-being this year?
I do. And it usually starts with water, right? Just water. I actually started a gallon challenge in November for myself because a client of mine brought this giant gallon jug. I was like, what is that? And the truth is, it really has become a habit. I feel like just everybody needs a little bit of encouragement as well, right? So even if you are just not super motivated, find a tribe, a community of people that are on your side, a personal trainer, accountability group, right? I know for me in this gym, whether it's in my virtual training or people in here, they just want guidance, right? Don't we crave that sometimes? I think it's just so much better when you have a partner or a group of people. So find a way to get engaged.
So important to have a support system. I feel like we're more successful when we have someone in the gym next to us.
Yes.
True. And when it comes to being next to other people right now, a lot of people are sick, right? Some with Omicron, some with just a common cold. So what's your advice, Angie, for exercising while you're sick? Should we push through it, or should we, not really get into those workouts?
It's a great question. And right, it's everything is ramping up. So when you are sick, your body is technically under stress. When you exercise, you're putting your body under stress. So the truth is, listen to your body. Really, you don't need to exercise. What you can do the best for your body is rest and feed it. Feed it good food like the hearty, rich, iron-rich vegetables, baked potatoes, chicken noodle soup. Listen to your body. Take a warm bath, Epsom salts. Don't push yourself in exercise. That'll just create more illness.
That's good advice.
Yeah, and I love the idea of using your food as your medicine, especially, and really just trying to feed your body good things.
Yes, eat your vitamins. I mean,
yeah.
in terms of, through your food, through vegetables, through
take your vitamins, eat your vitamins.
That's right.
Well, Angie, you have so many great tips. Where can our viewers find more information from you?
Thank you so much. I would love for y'all to join me, anybody and everybody. I train women and men all over the United States. AbercrombieandFitness.com. That's a way to get hooked into my virtual trainings, or just have a look at my blog, my fit tips, recipes. It's all there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Angie, for stopping by. I see you got the biceps going. I like that.
I'm trying to get like you, Angie. My goodness.
Stop it. Go Cowboys. Thank you so much.
Go Cowboys. There we go. Thanks again, Angie. All right. Well, Danielle, we're just scratching the surface when it comes to health and wellness in 2022. And up next, we're going to continue making it a year of self-care. So we'll be right back. Stay right there. Hey guys, welcome back to Main Street Living. Now, ladies, in the last segment, we heard from our resident fitness expert, Angi Abercrombie. She said that the biggest part of maintaining our health is keeping up with self-care and overall physical and mental wellness.
Yes, that's very important. And Quincy, one of our favorite ways to rejuvenate is with a relaxing spa treatment. And Pam Gilbert with the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess Resort is here with some amazing ideas and ways to get the new year off to a great start. We love having Pam on the show. Welcome back to Main Street Living.
Well, Happy New Year to my friends at Main Street Living. Here's to
Yes.
2022.
Absolutely. And we know that wellness involves a lot more than just diet and exercise. We also need to feel rested, restored, and balanced. Why do you think that's such an important part of taking care of ourselves?
Well, here at the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess, one of the things that I've recognized over the last several years is that stress is such an impactful thing on our health and our wellness. And we don't even know we're carrying it many times. You've got the stress of what you're hearing in the news, of maybe you're working and you're short-staffed and you're taking on extra loads right now. And that stress impacts our body, and our mind and spirit too. So we want to find ways to help our guests relieve stress. And there's a variety of things that we can do that help do that. But even just getting away for a trip, away from your everyday life, out of the hectic demands that you have in your household and your job, to some place separate and different, that you allow yourself to just let go of everything outside.
That's so true. I always feel that way when I'm on vacation, is you kind of leave your stress at home and it's there for you when you get back, unfortunately. And a lot of us just feeling like we're trying to get through things right now. But one of the ways that I love to relieve stress is going to the spa. So any getaway to the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess, obviously going to feel like self-care. But what are some of the offerings at the spa that our viewers might like to learn about?
Well, when you arrive, just the amenities alone of having access to our spa are amazing. You come in and it's a beautiful facility. It's designed to reflect the canyons and the environment that we have here. I'm here in the spa on a patio to one of our treatment rooms now. It's really very much an oasis, a retreat, an enclave, away from everything else. And so when you come in, you can enjoy the amenities of the rooftop pool. We've got a waterfall treatment experience where you stand in a grotto with a waterfall just coming down on your shoulders, in a pool of water that you're in. We've got a sauna. We've got an aromatherapy inhalation room. You've got a whirlpool. You've got a relaxing lounge that you can lay in and just chill out listening to some music or reading a book for a few minutes while you're waiting for your next treatment. But then I would recommend that you've got to spend some time with our meditation team that really helps center people, focus you, and renew that spirit within you. My favorite is the sound bowl treatment, sound bowl therapy, where you got these amazing sounds and mantras and get centered and relaxed. But there are many meditation programs and opportunities, and fitness that's fun, like aerial yoga, where you're actually floating in a hammock, and gives you that real sense of relaxation. Or
I think Cheryl does that. I think
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl's
I've
on
done
aerial
one
yoga.
before. I love it. It's wonderful.
It
Yes.
is, isn't it? And so there's a lot of physical elements that we can provide people to get them centered and relaxed. And then we have our new Sicily spa within a spa that we opened here at Well and Being, that has the most amazing ingredients, natural ingredients, essential oils that they use for all of our treatments that just help you get so centered and your body just feels so good and so pampered and taken care of. That our Sicily facial, for example, our esthetician has 140 steps that they're trained on to do with the facial. It's an amazing experience, the ultimate spa experience with the Sicily spa within a spa.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at my calendar right now, and
I feel relaxed just listening to
trying to
Pam right
figure
now.
out
Oh my gosh.
when we can go there, because all of that just sounds fantastic. So many amazing treatments there. It sounds so luxurious and relaxing. And do you have any specials going on right now?
We do. We have some great specials. I would highly recommend going to our Scottsdale Princess.com, and you can find all of our special offers for room accommodations under special offers. Then you can find our special offers for the spa under our Well and Being Spa section. And we have some great offers for facials going on right now. But if you're coming from out of town, I would highly recommend the accommodation packages that we have that include the spa, like at our Live It Well 3-day retreat, which includes spa treatments, a 3-night stay, enjoying all of the amenities of the resort and the sunshine of being here in the Sonoran Desert. And then you also get access to all the spa amenities the entire time that you are here with us.
Pam, you're just the most fun to listen to, and I so appreciate you joining us again on Main Street Living, and we can't wait to come out and visit. Cheryl and I are just trying to pick a weekend.
Right now, I need it.
Valentine's right around the corner. A Galentine's trip might be good, girls.
Ooh.
Yes, Galentine's.
Oh.
That's what we need to do. Thank you so much, Pam.
You're the best. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
Yes. Danielle, the waterfall. I want the waterfall pouring down.
That is one thing I'm okay with adding to my shoulders right now.
Yep.
That is some weight that I'm okay with, some waterfall weight. But once you take care of yourself, it's time to turn to your community. So coming up next, we're going to talk about taking pride in our neighborhoods.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Main Street Living, where here we love telling stories about people and businesses who are giving back to their communities, right, Danielle?
Absolutely. And Prospect Home Finance in San Diego helps people buy homes in their community, and their employees volunteer to help keep those communities clean and safe. Take a look at this.
Prospect Home Finance is a mortgage company. We specialize in residential refinances and home purchases. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, if you're going out looking for a pre-approval to buy a new home, meet with the realtor, we would help you facilitate that and walk you through the process from A to Z. So we currently have around 200 employees, and we've grown pretty fast over the last 3 years. We specialize in getting homeowners loans for their dream home, but we also do more than that. We get out into the community for events.
What's really neat about Prospect Home Finance is that there is such a focus on community. And we support countless nonprofits throughout the year, and not just monetarily, but in terms of in-person volunteer work, and that is huge.
So today we came down to Ocean Beach, partnered up with Surfrider, great organization, and had some team members come down here from Prospect, all pitched together, and had quite a bit of trash to clean up.
This was really important to Prospect Home Finance today, given the recent oil spill up north. And it's really heartening to see people come out and really care for the waterways.
Working with a group of people who are just like-minded, positive, just always wanting to find ways to help out the community is a lot of fun. And the mere fact that the CEO of the company is down to do that, that's just, it just makes it that much better, so it's cool.
This is our 4th beach cleanup in the last roughly 18 months, and it's really great to get the team members out here. It's a way for us to give back and get our team members together and really create positive change throughout the city and state of California. I mean, we found that there's a lot of opportunities to not only get involved with the community, but get involved with kids through league side sports are one of the leagues that we sponsor. We just actually did our first Halloween fair last week. It was great. It was a great turnout.
In addition to what you've seen here today with the beach cleanup, Prospect has recently coordinated a book drive for the Little Free Libraries project. So most of those books went to neighborhoods in our surrounding office environment. And then for the end of the year, we're going to be partnering with the San Diego Food Bank and raising a canned food donation.
At Prospect, we really feel that it is important to get out there and help the community, just being part of something positive. surprisingly, anytime we do an event like this, it's not just the trash that we're picking up, it's the connections that we meet. It was great getting out here, and we're gonna do it again soon. We're always looking for ways to give back to the community of San Diego. So if you have any ideas or need any help or support in any way, visit us at homefinance.com and provide some feedback or advice, and love to help out.
Wow, Danielle, Cheryl, I love to see when CEOs actually get out there and they get involved with the community.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, so cool. And guys, if you want more information about the services Prospect Home Finance offers, or if you have an idea for a community project, go to their website, homefinance.com. In the meantime, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more coming up on Main Street Living. In fact, I got a question for you. Have you heard of an NFT? If you don't know what that means, you're not alone. We'll explain next.
Welcome back into Main Street Living. Quincy, Cheryl, as one of the younger hosts on this show, so me and Cheryl, I feel like it's my job to keep Quincy up to date on the latest trends, on things that are hip, you know, but there is a new trend lately that I don't completely understand, and that is called an NFT.
All right, well, an NFT is a non-fungible token. Does that explain it? No? Well, luckily, we have an expert here on NFTs to get us all up to speed. Welcome, Adam Hollander, to Main Street Living. Thank you for joining us and breaking everything down for us today.
Thanks for having me.
So for those of us not in the Cool Kids Club, please explain, what exactly is an NFT? What does it mean?
So imagine that you walk into a museum and you see a beautiful piece of art that's up on the wall. Now, you could take a picture of it with your phone, or you could go to the gift shop and buy a print, but neither would be worth very much. The reason that the piece of art that's up on the wall is worth what it is because it's the original, and you can prove that it's the original. Now, when it comes to digital assets, whether that be a photo or an image or a music file or a video, it's traditionally been very difficult to discern the difference between an original, authentic asset and a copy. Because when you right-click, copy, paste a digital file, it is essentially exactly the same as the original. And when you start sending those around the internet, hundreds, thousands, millions of times, then you don't really know who's holding the original asset. That all changes with NFTs. With NFTs, you now have infallible proof of ownership that is tracked on the blockchain for virtually any type of digital asset. And that has a variety of implications when an artist or a company or anyone sells a NFT to someone else. They can forever know that they are holding the original authentic copy.
Wow. Well, you know, Adam, I know that you live in the Austin, Texas area, and Austin is very popular. Everyone wants to go to Austin, right? But why have NFTs become so popular lately?
Well, so there's a variety of reasons. The number one, I would say, is that people are, at least currently, looking at them mostly as collectibles. And they're collectibles that unlock other benefits when you hold them. And so a variety of the collections that have become extremely popular, like Bored Ape Yacht Club as an example, the reason that people want to hold these NFTs is because when you do own one, it becomes your membership card into a very exclusive community. And so with Bored Ape Yacht Club as an example, you have folks like Jimmy Fallon and Snoop Dogg and Tom Brady and Steph Curry that are owners of these particular NFTs. And if you want to be able to talk and network with the other people that are part of that community, then you need to be one of the NFT holders. The other piece of it is that we're all moving as a world right now inevitably towards a digital metaverse, a place where you will be able to virtually interact and learn and play and conduct commerce and do a variety of other things in a digital landscape. And as we move towards that, people are starting to care just as much about the way that they represent themselves digitally as the way that they do in the physical world. And today that's taking the shape and form of, you know, your profile picture on Twitter or Instagram, but eventually it'll become your avatar. And so NFTs are becoming very important building blocks in how people are choosing to portray themselves in a digital world.
Oh my gosh, a lot of this is it's just so new to me. And what gives an NFT its value? How do you put a value on that? Because some of them I hear are selling for millions of dollars. What?
Well, back to the comment that I just made. Imagine a few years from now that we have potentially billions of people that are interacting in a digital world, a digital metaverse, and everybody wants a way that they can show up their avatar and be able to show it off to others, and digitally flex, so to speak, in the same way that people might buy a nice watch or a nice car out in the real world. Well, when there are that many people in a metaverse and there's a very limited supply of some of these very exclusive collections, then it really becomes supply and demand mechanics. There's only 10,000 Bored Apes. There will only ever be 10,000 Bored Apes. And so that's at least what's currently driving a lot of the speculative value of taking some of these NFTs into hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. But what's also happening right now is that people that are creating these NFT projects are starting to get very innovative and very creative. And it's really creating an environment where people are expecting now a lot more than just the asset. And so when you buy an NFT now, it's not really just about the digital picture that you might be owning on the blockchain. It's really about what that represents, not just in terms of membership to the community, but what other digital and physical benefits might you derive from actually being one of those holders. And so I, for example, just created a project called Hungry Wolves, which sold out about a week ago, 6,000 randomly generated 3D wolves that are now sitting on the blockchain. But when you own a Hungry Wolf NFT, it's far more than just the image. It's your game piece in a digital ecosystem where you can hunt and eat sheep. You can join wolf packs with other players. You can earn what we call dominance that allows you to upgrade the visual traits of your NFT. You can challenge other players in PvP style battles for seeing who actually can steal metadata ranks of alpha or beta. And so people that want to participate in that ecosystem have to be a holder of the underlying NFT.
Wow. Okay, so a lot of things moving here, and we're running short on time. But I have to ask you. You mentioned about the Bored Ape Yacht Club. What is that, and why did you buy into that club? I know that you're a member.
Yeah, so Bored Ape Yacht Club was one of the first what are called generative collections or generative NFT projects. That means that it's a singular image that has millions of potential combinations of traits. And so each cartoon ape in the Bored Ape Yacht Club might have different shirts or hats or facial expressions or fur color or backgrounds or a variety of others, and some are more rare than others. And so they created 10,000 of these. When you bought one initially or minted it, you got a random Bored Ape that was delivered into your wallet. And it was kind of like scratching a lottery ticket for a unique collectible. And what's then happened with that club is, as I've mentioned, it's become extremely popular with celebrities and a variety of other people all around the world. And in part because of the value that the club continues to deliver for its holders. And so, for example, Bored Ape Yacht Club just held Ape Fest in New York City a few weeks ago, where the Strokes headlined and Chris Rock emceed. And the only way to get into that club was to hold one of the NFTs. They had a huge yacht party, and the only way to get on the yacht was to hold one of the NFTs.
Okay, this is very cool. It sounds like we have a lot to learn, Q. Real quick, before we go, where can our viewers go to learn more?
You can follow me on Twitter at Hollander Adam. That's pretty much all I talk about are NFTs. And so happy to share what I learn and answer questions from anyone that's new to this. And of course, you can find my own project, Hungry Wolves, at hungrywolvesnft.com.
All right. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Wow, Cheryl, very, very interesting segment. But you know what would be more interesting is what's coming up next after the break. Because I heard you're finally getting rid of your car. Right?
No, I'm not.
Come on, it's 2022, Cheryl.
No, stay tuned.
Welcome back into Main Street Living. Quincy, I think we can agree that not too many people have a long-term relationship with their car like Cheryl does. Cheryl, how many miles are we at this point?
Oh, you guys, I'm at 357,000 now,
Wow.
pushing that. And
Sounds about
I
right.
love my car, and I'm not planning on selling it anytime soon. I don't know who would want to buy it with that many miles, but it is in very good condition. So, what if I told you, though, that selling your car can actually be easy and painless, and you will get the best price? If that sounds too good to be true, you need to check in on Driveway Auction. Take a look at this.
There was a study they did a few years ago where they took men and women and they gave them a car and they gave them a script and they sent them to different car dealerships to sell the car. And again, same car, same script. On average, the women got a much lower bid for the car from the dealerships. They also had to deal with stuff like being asked, is your husband here? Should we wait for him? Are you all alone? The men never had to deal with any of those questions.
I founded Driveway Auction after working in the automotive industry, becoming a dealer and questioning the process that puts consumers at a huge disadvantage when selling their cars.
The big difference between Driveway and the other services is that Driveway works for you. If you've ever tried to sell a car, you know that it's an awful process that makes you either go and meet strangers in parking lots to take test drives or sit at the dealership for hours and hours while they wear you down. Driveway eliminated all of that.
With Driveway Auction, we come to you, so we complete the 40-point vehicle inspection from the comfort and convenience of your own driveway.
We send an independent third-party inspector to your house to take measurements of the car, take pictures of it, evaluate the condition.
Now let's take some shots of the interior. This tests if the vehicle has been repainted. We check in the engine compartment to see if there's any issues with the frame. Here we're feeling to make sure the paint's factory. This is the ODB2 scanner. This will tell us if there's any codes in the engine. Looks like it's all good. Everything looks great.
That information to advocate for you using our network of buyers to compete. And when they compete, you win.
And then you stay at home while we sell your car for you, keeping you informed throughout the entire process, and it all ends in about 2 days.
I heard about Driveway Auction on Facebook. I was scrolling one day and I saw their ad online. The most convenient thing about using Driveway Auction is not having to leave your house. They just come straight to you. When they meet with you, they take over the whole process and you don't have to do anything.
Our clients get more money and a better process with Driveway.
I got so much more than I was expecting for my car. I had previously gone to a different location, got an offer, it took so much time, and Driveway beat them and I did a lot less work.
You can connect with Driveway Auction by going to www.drivewayauction.com.
Everybody at Driveway made me feel so comfortable during the whole process. It was a great experience.
Oh, guys, this is really cool. I love everything they do. And about women not getting the best deal, Danielle, it's because they haven't talked to us yet.
Yeah, I'm lucky I haven't had to buy a car really yet. I still have my same one from when I was 16. But at least I have a good option now.
Yes.
Well, Driveway Auction, they are currently available in the San Diego region with more markets coming soon. So that's good news. You can find more information at drivewayauction.com. And coming up, we're going to change gears, right? As we look for training for a new career. Stay right there.
Welcome back into Main Street Living. Cheryl, Quincy, I was shocked to find this out, but apparently the auto repair industry is facing the retirement of millions of shop technicians in the next few years. And currently there are not enough trained technicians to fill those jobs.
Ooh, I guess it's time for us to learn. And the automotive technology program at Southwestern College in Chula Vista, California, is helping close that gap by offering degrees and certificates in automotive technology.
And here's the best part. There are generous scholarships available like the one Jacob Campbell is a recipient of. Take a look at this.
It's
got fluid, and the fluid's actually pretty good so far.
The automotive program here typically takes about 2 years if a student does it consistently from beginning to end. So it's basically centered around the ASE exams, which are on a system of A1 through A8, and each class is based on preparing them for that ASE exam.
So here we learn everything from like basic maintenance to how to basically take apart and put together transmissions, piece by piece. We are learning how to do the car electronics. That's basically like if you have a blown fuse, to shorted wires, to how to determine, if your alternator's bad. We have some really good teachers here, especially Mr. Palmer. He's an amazing teacher, and he's actually really helping us really get it through.
So our electrical program specifically has really ramped up. I think we've made almost a $500,000 investment in the past year and a half, starting to focus on hybrid technologies, as well as many of those systems that are engines and transmission, really almost everything on the car now is getting into the much more sophisticated electronics, computers, networking, these types of things.
My passion for cars really stems from passion for like fixing things. I learned early on that I was really good with my hands, and I really liked the satisfaction of fixing things. I liked seeing things, go from, broken and just, in a scrap pile to like working again. So then we started up, we turned everything on, and then we tested then. And I found out that, there's a Ray Brock scholarship, and it was exactly what I needed because books are just expensive.
Well, the way we've set it up, we've funded it so that we hope that it'll earn $20,000, $25,000 a year so that we can give away that kind of money each year in the way of scholarships. So the plan is that on first semester students in the Auto Tech program, we'll award a $500 grant at the beginning of the first semester that they can use for buying clothing or uniforms or books or whatever. The last semester, then there'll be scholarships available in the amount of $1,250 each to be used for tools. When I started out, we're talking 1950, cars were much simpler than they are now. You could look under the hood and actually see the engine. And if a generator failed, you could see the generator. Today's cars are much more complicated, a lot more electronic. It requires a whole different set of skills than it did in those days. This is a repair shop I had for some 40 years. Then I retired out of that in 1998 and moved into this little building and I had an engine shop, just a small machine shop, building race engines.
I thought like the scholarship was just named after someone like commemorative, like who was really influential, but he was actual person. I was like, oh, this is really cool. It's like almost like meeting like a legend, in kind of the automotive industry, just locally. I thought it was really, really cool and really insightful, and it kind of gave me a goal, like something to go after in my own automotive career.
I was doing a lot of engines for the McMillan family, McCorkey and that bunch. And so the engines became more and more powerful as the years went by, 500, 600, 700 horsepower. Well, finally the transmissions just couldn't handle it. We developed this transaxle and equipped it to handle as much as 850 horsepower, so we could hope to put one in a race car and make it follow, finish a race and not have it fail in the middle. And we've sold lots of them, 50 some of them actually.
I managed to get a job at the place where I'm working at now, Bonita Point Auto Care, and I'm learning so much. The guys there are like super smart and they know exactly what they're doing every single time.
And in my experience of teaching students now for over 20 years, it's the students that are involved in the industry while they're in class that really make a great connection, because while they're learning it, they're practicing it, and so it really ends up serving itself well. I'm just really excited about the program here at Southwestern, bringing in manufacturer support, bringing in new equipment, and kind of where we're going and the opportunities for these students is going to be worthwhile.
Am I nuts?
Oh yeah. Wow, Danielle, Cheryl, it's not often you get a chance to meet the person who's named after a scholarship. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
love
big time.
that stuff. And guys, Southwestern College is currently building a new site that will be completed at the end of 2022, which will also include training on electric and hybrid vehicles. Very neat stuff. You can find out more information about the program at swccd.edu. Well, stay tuned. We've got more Main Street Living coming up next.
Welcome back into Main Street Living. Quincy, Charlotte, so good to be back. First show of 2022 in the books.
In the books, and just in case you may have missed this and some other shows in the past, always catch them on our Cox Contour app as well.
Yes, and we have brand new episodes of Main Street Living Mondays at 9 p.m. local time. So we're excited. It's 2022. This is going to be a better year. Make sure you join us then as we take another stroll down Main Street.